Hi, I'm Alan from Business Shows Yorkshire.
I'm Grant, and today we've got a fantastic guest to talk to us about what she's going to be saying for our business show at the.
John Smith Stadium Event Centre.
But tell us about you and how you became Faith PR. What's your story?
So I set up Faith PR in 2007, quite a long time ago now. Initially, I was just wanted to freelance, and I got a few clients on board. Kept it quite low key. Had 2 children during that time, and then when my daughter was 2, I got the opportunity to pitch for quite a big account, which we ended up winning, and that kind of springboarded the growth of the business, and decided to go for it after that and employ a team and build it and take it from there, really. And so today there's 10 of us. I always have to think, so there's a couple of part-time freelancers that's still part of the team. And we're based in Brickhouse and work with businesses from obviously locally throughout Yorkshire and across Europe and the world. So it's really diverse.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and it's brilliant that again, kind of local businesses doing global business. That's fantastic news, is that?
Yeah.
So I mean, we're obviously very excited to be coming out of the other side of the pandemic, and we are honoured to be putting on the business show at the John Smith Stadium. Very much looking forward to putting the spotlight on some of those local businesses and kind of getting some of them exposure and letting them showcase who they are and what they do, certainly within the area. And it's going to be interesting, I think, finding out what differences people have made during the pandemic to their business and how they've kind of benefited themselves throughout the process.
Yeah.
I mean, Steph, have you kind of made any changes to your business during the pandemic?
I think the biggest change that we've made is that we've gone from renting premises to acquiring our own property, which is probably the complete difference to what a lot of people have done. Coming out of the other side, obviously everyone's, a lot of people have downsized or they've switched to a hybrid model. But I felt there's still a need for an office. And although we had flexible working in place beforehand, and that was always a permanent thing, we've got the option now of providing a collaborative and creative space for the team that they can come and work from for 2-3 days a week, and then mix that with home working. But I felt there was a need to invest in that for our business. The building's got an upstairs space as well, which has allowed us to create a separate business, which is a co-working space in Brickhouse. Again, I felt there was a need for flexible working, agile working is clearly here to stay.
Yeah.
And there aren't that many places on a really local level, like co-working spaces, especially not in Brickhouse. I mean, there's some further afield in Bradford and Leeds and Huddersfield even, but there was nothing in Brickhouse. So that's what we've done with the building. We've created a headquarters for Faith, and also set up a co-working space to support other new businesses and small businesses that have come out of the pandemic.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things as well that the pandemic has forced people to, to really look at their processes and procedures and to really kind of streamline their businesses to find out what's important, what's going to help them grow in these kind of uncertain times. So yeah, those that have invested have done well. Yeah,
you've done quite a bit of investing, haven't you, on lots of video tech and so on and so forth. I mean, 18 months ago, the space that we're in now was actually a storage space, but we cleared everything out and we created a nice little studio. You kind of invested in lots of camera, sound equipment and lighting and whatnot. And we took what our events were, physical events, and made them virtual events. And I think it's about adapting and just making the best of what you can do at the moment. But very, very much looking forward to getting out there and doing a physical event, a business show for the Huddersfield and surrounding areas. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. So the business show, we've got some great speakers, some great workshops lined up as well. What's going to be the main focus of kind of your input? What can people take away from your talk?
So we'll be focusing on the importance of PR, how it can create an environment to help sales. So as you say, often it's not associated with being able to support sales, but we'll be explaining how it can do that, how business owners can apply it themselves, tips on how to get started, tips for actually doing your own PR. and just generally giving advice on how to raise your own profile and use PR to drive your business forward. That would be the main focus of our presentation.
I'm really looking forward to that, because and I'm sure the same as most people as well, especially when you're like an owner operator type thing. It's difficult sometimes to push your own PR, because you don't know where to start, or how to not come across as being kind of, not arrogant's not the right word, but you don't want to be kind of pushing yourself the wrong ways. So picking up some tips on how to do it the right way is going to be really, really beneficial.
It sounds fantastic, because I think one of the goals for us for this event is that we're not just kind of wanting, we've all been to a business show where it's just huge corporate companies that are standing there. We're wanting to really kind of dig our heels in with the local element of this. And I don't think it matters where you are in your business journey. If you're just starting or if you're a well-established business, there's going to be something at this event for everybody. So it's definitely one to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of things would you like to take away yourself from the show as well?
I think it's some real practical advice, that you can implement in your own business, whether it's across marketing or finance or HR. It's coming away with something that's a value add that you can learn from. I always find that networking events, the best ones are where you actually learn something new.
Yes.
You come away with something, and it's not just you're not just sat there, but you can actually take something away from it. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and just getting out there again and networking and seeing, meeting new businesses, meeting ones that we already know, but just actually, having some face-to-face interaction again will be really good.
Yeah, actually getting back out there with that growth mindset of actually getting out there, doing local business with local businesses as well. I think it's going to be a really positive thing.
I think after the last 18 months we've all just had, I think it's so important to get back out there and just kind of let the world know that we're ready again, and let's get back to it. Feel motivated, feel passionate, and let's crack on with our business. So
fantastic. Yeah.
Steph, thank you so much for jumping on today. It's been lovely to talk to you.
Yeah.